So, hello everyone, I'm back here, and yesterday I was very exhausted, so I was not able to record a video. And so, yeah, here I'm back again, and today's topic is how Venezuela went into crisis. And today I'll try to speak without my diary, because when I speak with diary, and with notes, my whole like mind and every my concentration is all on my diary and not on my speaking skills. So today I'm trying to speak without my diary and without notes. So I might speak some wrong factual facts of Venezuela or the news. So please ignore that. And so yeah, let's start our topic. So, despite of being having the world largest reserve oil, Venezuela became the victim of its own wealth. Earlier in 1950s, America and Venezuela used to share their profit 50%, and it made Venezuela so wealthy, so rich that it became the world's fourth largest richest country in the world. And can you imagine that the citizen of Venezuela used to fly to Miami's to shop their weekend, to shop on weekend, and that's it. But in 1990, like everything was fine till 1950s, but in 1999, Hugo's Hugo Vaches something. Though those names are so weird to remember. I'll tell you. The name is Hugo Chavez, and he was the rising power in 1999. And his aim, or you can say, he positioned himself as the voice of the poor, and his aim was that he wanted that the wealth they were generating from the oil reserve should remain in the country and should be distributed among the poor, not only with the richest citizen of the country, and should not be distributed with, or should be shared with, America. As the oil reserve is of Venezuela, then it should be shared with the citizen of the country, not with the America. So after coming into power, he forcefully passed the law that the USA refineries have to share 60% or 60% above profits with them, or should leave. And eventually, overnight, refineries of USA were forced to close, or forced to leave the country. And it made aggressively USA towards Venezuela. America was mad at Venezuela after it. So what happened? Few years Venezuela enjoyed, as the wealth was, um, they were enjoying the wealth, and those poor citizens were very happy that they were getting rich. And government also opened government stores where the foods and other goods were sold at 50-60% lower than the market price. And this gained the, you can say, the, I don't know, I'm not getting the word. So you can say that this government gained the interest, or interest of the citizens. And but as since government made it so cheap for the citizens, so and it ignored the agriculture and the food sector, so and it adversely affected Venezuela. So it adversely affected them, and now they have to import every basic thing. uh, Now they have to import every basic thing. So this made them dependent on the other countries, and their whole economy was dependent on import goods, because they were not manufacturing anything. So because like everything was dependent on reserve oil, but those the profits the government was earning, he didn't manufacture any companies, or didn't like put into any value of those, you can say, profit. So, and in the end Venezuela was dependent on only on imports for their basic item as well. So as the America was very mad at Venezuela, but since he despite of getting, you can say, despite of founding a reserve oil in America in 2010, America still needs Venezuela. And it, you can say why it needs Venezuela, d- because of like three four things, you can say. Because USA refineries are uh, mainly, you can say, made for heavy crude oil, which you only get at Venezuela. And the refineries you got in USA, or you can say in America, uh, the refineries or crude oil which come in America are very lightweight. So the manufacturing refineries, you can say refineries of USA, are basically made for heavy crude oil, which you only get in Venezuela. And secondly, there are some reserves like gold and Calaton, something called Calaton, if I'm pronouncing it right, which is used in manufacturing smartphone, EVs. So gold, diamonds, and Calaton reserves are heavily found in Venezuela. Thirdly, the major point is that China has given a debt of $60 billion to Venezuela, and Russia, if I'm not wrong, Russia or Iran, some I'm like getting confused between these two countries. Russia or Iran is like providing heavy weapons to Venezuela, and the USA has a risk that they can like attack on USA borders uh, with the help of Venezuela, because Venezuela and USA are, like, you can say, they are very close to each other. And the fourth point is like is that if the oil reserve, if they are going to import from Saudi Arabia, it take 30 days to import the crude oil. But if and they are importing from Venezuela, it take only 5 to 7 days. So it like reduces the cost of importing as well. So for that purpose also, Venezuela is important to them. So these are the 4 points why USA still wants Venezuela to be at their side. So yeah, due to this, in recent 2000, Jan 2026, government of USA, sorry, with the help of military, they you can say present the government of Venezuela, stating that he is involved in drugs, which is, we know that it is just an escape to the point that USA government does not want Venezuela to grow, or since Venezuela is not at their side, so it's an escape, or you can say it's an excuse to that, and they present to the government of Venezuela. So after this all, we come to the conclusion that handling only uh, cash or money to the citizen is not a way to make people rich, poor people rich. It's you have to use it in a way that it manufacture companies or buildings, schools, colleges, so that it basically you can say it helps in providing jobs to the people, and it is helping to grow them. So this is the point that um, cash is providing wealth or cash to the people is not the only way to become a rich, or you can't say it's the only way. It's not a way to become a rich. You have to uh, use it in a good way, or you can say in a better way to um, help or grow people to basically, which can be helpful in long term, and that is only through providing jobs, making them scale, um, yeah, making infrastructure good, making roads and highways, so that it help the company to settle there, or you can say plant their manufacturing company, and eventually leading the um, people of local to grow. And lastly, it also tell us that you should not take um, you should not go against Uncle Sam, that is against USA. So yeah, this is the whole point. So thank you so much for watching, and this is all about Venezuela, how it is going towards wealth crisis. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.